Maintenance of Unmanned Level Crossings, a film by Indian Railways Institute of Civil Engineering, Pune, July 2009. Unmanned level crossings are critical safety item on Indian Railways. As on date, the population of unmanned level crossings is more than that of manned level crossings. Lot of accidents are taking place every year on unmanned level crossings, leading to loss of precious human life. Therefore, proper maintenance of these level crossings is very important. Here we see the general view showing various engineering related features of a typical unmanned level crossing. Here we see track with check rail. The length of check rail on level crossing shall be 2 meters more than width of the road, that is 1 meter beyond the road on either side. The width of road shall be as per the class of road. On each level crossing there shall be a warning sign for road user. The warning sign boards must be provided by the road authority in advance of the level crossing at a specified distance. For example, for class 1 road this is 120 meters, for class 2 road 60 to 90 meters, and for class 3 roads 40 meters. These distances are for plain areas. Fencing is an optional item on unmanned level crossings and may be provided for a distance of 3 meters from center of track for a length of 15 meters on either side of the level crossing. On every unmanned level crossing, a stop board showing a train engine and warning to stop, look and then go in English, Hindi and local language as per Indian Railways Permanent Way Manual must be provided. This board must be provided at a distance of 5 meters from the center of track. For every level crossing, a bump shall be provided at a distance not more than 20 meters from the gate posts. In advance of speed breaker, a warning sign should be provided on formation in such a way that it will not obstruct the movement of vehicles. On unmanned level crossing, gate post should be provided at 3 meter from center of track in case of broad gauge and 2.5 meter from the center of track in case of meter gauge. These shall be painted white. For the trains, the presence of level crossing is indicated by a board marked WL provided at a distance of 600 meters from the level crossing gate. If the sectional speed is less than 100 kmph in case of single line, and if the visibility is clear, this distance can be reduced to 350 meters from the gate. If there is any unusual condition at level crossing such as stalling of any road vehicle or obstruction of the track by anything dropped by road traffic, track protection has to be done by keyman or trackman. For protection, he shall fix red hand signal flag at 5 meters away from level crossing and then proceed to fix one detonator at 600 meters from the level crossing in case of broad gauge and 400 meters from level crossing in case of meter gauge. For guidance of the keyman or trackman, a post indicating one dot for one detonator is provided by the side of the track. Then he shall proceed to fix 3 detonators in track at 1200 meters from the level crossing in case of broad gauge and 800 meters from the level crossing in case of meter gauge. For the guidance of keyman or trackman, a post indicating 3 dots for 3 detonators is provided by the side of track. While returning, the one detonator already fixed at 600 meters or 400 meters has to be picked up by the keyman or trackman. Similar protection of track is to be done on the other side of the level crossing if required. To control the speed of road vehicles while passing the level crossing, a proper speed breaker must be provided on either side of level crossing at a maximum distance of 20 meters from the gate post as shown here. Drivers of road vehicles are supposed to stop at stop board near the bump, look on both sides to see if any train is approaching. Only if the track is clear and no train is approaching shall they proceed further. If the speed breaker on level crossing is not in proper condition, it will not serve the purpose of controlling the speed of road vehicles. If the vehicles pass fast without observing the train, an accident may result. A very important requirement on any level crossing is that road surface, including the approaches of level crossing, should be smooth so that the road vehicles can pass easily. If the condition of road surface is not proper, the vehicle ride will be bumpy and these will take more time to clear the gate. On such bad roads, heavily laden vehicles such as trucks and tractor trolleys can get stuck up and serious accident may result from the same. Due to constant passage of road vehicles, ballast and dust accumulates between running rail and check rail of the level crossing. The choked clearance between the check rail and running rail may result in lifting up of the vehicle of train, which may then derail and accident may result. To avoid this choking, the flangeway between the check rail and running rail must be cleaned regularly by the keyman or trackman. The cleaning is done as shown here using scraping tool available with the keyman and gateman. Since a level crossing is meant for crossing of the road vehicle and trains at the same level, the flange of the train vehicle has to be kept clear for the smooth passage of the trains. This is done by providing check rails on the level crossings. The clearance of the check rail from the running rail is a very important parameter, and it shall neither be too tight nor be too slack. This is the clearance gauge for checking the check rail clearances at level crossing. This is a go no-go type gauge, and if the smaller end, which is 51 mm wide, does not go inside the clearance, the same is considered too tight, and if the larger end, which is 57 mm wide, goes inside the clearance is considered to be too slack. The depth 38 mm of the gauge is used for checking the flangeway depth of the distance blocks. Here we can see that the smaller end of check rail clearance gauge cannot go inside the check rail clearance. Therefore, the clearance is too tight and is less than 51 mm. If the clearance is too tight, it will obstruct free movement of wheels and there will be impact against the running rail. In such a case, check rail bolts may be sheared off. The tight check rail clearance can be adjusted easily by inserting additional shims or packing pieces between the distance block and the rail. Now the smaller end of the check rail clearance gauge can go inside the clearance. Here we can see that the larger end of check rail clearance gauge goes inside the check rail clearance. This means that the check rail clearance is too slack and it is more than 57 mm. The slack clearance of the check rail is the result of either the loose bolts or worn out rails. If the bolts are loose, the clearance can be adjusted by tightening the bolts. However, the bolt tightening must not be done such as to make the clearance too tight. That is, the check rail clearance must be such that the larger end of the check rail clearance gauge cannot go inside and the smaller end of the check rail clearance gauge must go inside the clearance. The distance blocks etc. provided in level crossing must be sufficiently low so that the flange of the wheels of train vehicles do not hit these. This depth shall be minimum 38 mm. For checking this, the depth of check rail clearance gauge is used, and if the gauge sits on top of the distance block, it is not correct. If the flangeway depth is less, wheel flange may either damage the distance blocks or bolts, or in extreme cases ride the distance block and derail. The inadequate depth of flangeway comes from the worn out rails and can be corrected by replacing the worn out rail in track with the new rail. Posts must be level and there shall not be any gradient in this portion. However, the track is often at different level as compared to the adjoining road, and gradients in level crossing approach. The excessive gradient in the approaches are not desirable as the vehicles will tend to move faster to overcome the gradient and will not be able to stop on the stopboard to see the train before entering the level crossing. This can result in vehicle entering the level crossing when the train is approaching and can cause accidents. Therefore, the gradients on the approaches must be mild as per the limits laid down in the Indian Railway Permanent Way Manual. For proper safety at level crossing, it is important that the road users must be able to see the approaching trains at sufficient distance so that they can decide in time whether they can safely cross the level crossing or not. The visibility is to be checked at 5 meters from the center of the track. The minimum clear visibility as per Indian Railway Permanent Way Manual must be maintained, otherwise the speed of trains must be reduced till the time the visibility is increased. If there are trees or bushes obstructing the view, the road users will not be able to view the train in time and may take wrong decisions. For ensuring safety on the level crossing, the keyman or trackman shall regularly cut the branches restricting the visibility of the trains. Proper care must be exercised in various items related to level crossings to ensure safety at all times.